down, bang it up. Break it down, back it up. I just got you a flight, a couple down on gas.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. It's a beautiful 420, man. The weather absolutely is gorgeous. The smell in the air, for some reason, is just as crisp and wonderful as I've ever smelt. Oh, man, it's like everybody today at the red light and the stop sign smoking, seems like. Oh, what a beautiful day. And I hope everybody had a great weekend. You know, we got a busy show. We're going to talk with, of course, my man, Terry Davis. We got to talk a lot about with TD. Exit interviews. I haven't spoken to TD in a while. Remember, I was out. All the stuff that, you know, was going with the Grizzlies, NBA draft, Tigers, their picks, their whatever you like. He can maybe make me smile. I'm sorry. Like,
you know, tomorrow's the last day for the portal as well.
The
for
portal
to be open.
Yeah.
Or for you to get in the portal, rather.
Get in it. You got to get up in it if you want to get it. I wish you could get in it. Yeah, because that means you'd be making some money, and then, you know what? I'd be driving you around.
No, we have a driver, John.
Oh, hell yeah. I even get to sit in the front?
Sure, if you want.
I'm in. I am in. But I had a good weekend.
That means I get to sit in the back.
Oh, you chilling in the back, baby. You going Jessica Tandy now. I love it. But I had a really good weekend. I hope those who came out to Wingfest had a lot of fun.
And if they didn't, hopefully they saw you on TV.
Oh, yes. And if you didn't, Darian, thank you, Mr. Darian Newsom.
Man, keep that on the low. You know, I ain't
No, I'm just saying, I know you a bad man. I mean, I love seeing
Johnny
Matt
Radio was on the TV all weekend, people. Hopefully you saw it.
See Doc Holliday on the desk, and then you has to see me.
We have to, if we say Javo, our Hall of Famer Javo, I think we have to say our Hall of Famer Doc Holliday. He's a Hall of Famer now.
Oh, and by the way, again, outside of putting on the poor barber that day, his social media game is extremely strong. You know that, right? But again, I just felt so bad for that poor barber. Dude,
we gotta get you in the Hall of Fame, John. You got the Memphis on today.
Thanks. I'm going to try.
Houston Hall of Fame. We got to get you in something.
Something.
You ain't in the Houston Hall of Fame already?
I don't know if they got that, John. If they didn't, that'd be terrible if I wasn't.
You should be like an inaugural member.
I know. I was going to say, absolutely. I don't think they have it.
We're gonna get with Coach Bennett. We're going to make that happen.
I like that.
Coach Bennett, Landon, Brian Dacus, and John Harden. We're going to make that happen.
I don't think Dacus is going to be on the...
He's just going to be on the panel.
Oh, okay.
To select.
Oh, okay. I am too funny. No, but what isn't funny is yesterday, watching certain teams do things that make you realize, like, this is going to be one of definitely not most takes that you've heard.
It's gonna be make you realize why people are 8 seeds, huh?
Yes, but it also what it made me think, expansion is the stupidest thing the NBA can do right now.
They like money.
Okay, listen, that's what I was going to say. So what are you going to do? Make a rich owner who has billions, more billions?
Yeah, it's kind of how this thing works.
You're going to spread more money? But again, the NBA, like I said, and this is very, very important, because playoff basketball is not even close to what we see in the regular season, and it's awesome.
Before you get into what you're going to say, you can still keep awesome playoff basketball with 2 additional teams. I know what you're thinking.
I don't know, man, because the one thing that scares me is when we watch the tanking that we saw at such a ridiculous pace. I mean, how many teams lost 50 games?
Okay, now, let's go back here.
How many lost 50 games? Was it 11?
They lost 55 or more.
55 or more.
Right, which is a record.
And we had 5 teams that lost 60 games or more.
And some of them really wasn't tanking, John. They were just slow.
That's why I'm wondering, how do you expand? Because the tops, like watching the Spurs, watching Oklahoma City, watching the damn Boston Celtics. Now,
amazing, yo.
Amazing. And of course, I like those low seeds because unfortunately, I mean, I didn't like it, but you do have the Miami Heats when Jimmy Butler went off when they had to play in tournament. Now, all of a sudden, Orlando's up on Detroit after game 1. And I'm telling you one thing, when Cade Cunningham goes off the court, Detroit ain't the same team, bro.
But we talked about that on 94 Feet of Life.
Like, wow.
Shout out to Big Shot Ron. He's always talked about Detroit needing that third score. Now,
Yes, they do badly.
5-10 years ago, Karis LeVert would have fit that role for them, but he's much older. The injuries have stacked up. He ain't that same cat, although he's still a high IQ basketball player. He's not the cat for that role anymore. Jaden Ivey probably would have been perfect for that role, but
he's quitting. He's coming a preacher, I believe,
and he was on some other activities and otherwise. And then ultimately, Dennis Jenkins took his job too. So Dennis will have to play better, but they just got to be better overall. And Big Shot is right. That is a whole. They do need that third playmaker.
Well, I had a great weekend down at Wing Fest this weekend. I'm telling you, the 24th annual Hot Wing Contest and Festival, giving away $30,000 in prizes, drinking Tito's all day long.
All the wings.
The number one spirit in the whole wide world. But you know what the thing is my favorite thing is about Monday is getting to talk to my buddy Jake Crane. If you haven't been listening to Crane and Company, they are absolutely the freaking best. He's a busy, busy man, and he's got lots of stuff to do. So first and foremost, what's up, Jake?
Man, just out here grinding. You know how it is. How y'all doing on this Monday?
Man, we're blessed, Jake. Man, I got a question for you. I see that you've been running around doing all the spring football, taking care of business over there at On 3. Y'all are absolutely killing it. I've been paying a lot of attention, and I know everybody's talking playoff basketball, yada, 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 but I'm going to be doing that all damn week. I want to know what you've learned this spring.
Well, it's the most interesting thing in spring is always the quarterback battles, right? You know, you look at Alabama right now with Mack and Russell. You look at Tennessee, right, with Faison Brandon and Merklinger. I mean, it's around the country. There's some pretty interesting ones. But, you know, what I always find funny is how people overreact to spring games. You know, you could have one quarterback in a quarterback battle have the best spring up until the spring game, have a bad spring game, and because that's really the only thing anybody sees, they think he sucks, right? When he could actually be the best quarterback. So when the coach runs him out there game one, everybody's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I do think there's some truly genuine quarterback battles that it's not just coach speak saying, oh, well, we have a battle we don't know yet. The Alabama one's too close to call, I think. I know everybody wants to say Russell's the guy after the A-Day game. Man, I don't know. From what I'm hearing, it's about as neck and neck as it is. Tennessee, a little bit of the same way. There's a couple others across the country that you know some people are talking about, but they're not really battles. I think probably the biggest thing that I learned this spring is that Miami's going to be really good up front again. That's one of the things I've learned. But look, at the end of the day,
Mario Cristobal, is he just a dude who's always going to be able to get beef, being a former lineman and everything?
Well, yeah, for sure. That's what he does, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he does. He's a line of scrimmage. He was an offensive lineman. He's a line of scrimmage guy. That's why when you look at Miami, their identity is built up front. And that's typically the way it goes when you have a coach that played that position. But to me, that's the best thing you want, right? Because that can hide everything else. I would much rather be elite at the line of scrimmage than at the skill position. I watched Greg McElroy win a national championship at Alabama because of the things they had running around up front. Right? We've seen this happen multiple times.
I mean, that's an absolute fact. Now, when you're absolutely loaded like Alabama was, and now you have to look down at Lane Kiffin down at LSU. This team looks absolutely loaded. What do you expect from Lane, and what did you discover this spring?
Well, look, Sam Levitt, we knew he wasn't going to play in spring because of the foot. He had the pins taken out of his foot. If Sam Levitt is healthy enough to be Sam Levitt, LSU's going to be in the playoffs. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, because I think when you look at LSU in the past, what have they struggled with? They just haven't been balanced. They haven't played complementary football. You know, with Jaden Daniels, the offense was high-flying, but the defense couldn't stop a nosebleed in the nurse's office. Then you look last year with Nussmeier and some of the years before that. The offense wasn't able to be as consistent as they've been, but the defense had gotten better. You feel like when you spend $40 million on a roster, you ought to be pretty damn balanced at the end of the day. And when you look at how this team is constructed on the line of scrimmage, when you look at how they're constructed at the skill position, Lane Kiffin, you may not like him, he may be a troll, but he knows 4 things that start with F, and football happens to be one of them.
He is Jake Crane from Crane & Cone. Check him out, man. Follow him at, by the way, Jake. He's J-Boy Crane. It's simple. It's Jake, and I think it's CRAIN _.
Yes. Not spelled like that stupid bird.
Yeah, dude, he ain't no bird, man. But by the way, man, I got a weird question for you. Texas Longhorns, Texas A&M, Texas Tech. You got billionaires spending buku bucks at Tech. You know what Arch is coming back and Sark and the pressure in the SEC for Texas. And then Mike Elko's quietly just continued to get a little bit better each year. Who's the biggest, baddest in Texas, and who's doing it right?
Okay, I think they're all doing it right. Is the question, who would I take out of those three?
Absolutely.
Okay, if we're talking to make the playoff and be the highest seed out of those three teams in the playoff, I'm going Texas Tech because their schedule is a walk amongst the tulips. Go look at that schedule with the team they have. They are going to be beating teams to death, as opposed to, Texas, who's got to play in the SEC and play Ohio State, and Texas A&M, same thing when you look at it, at their schedule. As far as who do I think is the truest national title contender, who would I take of those three teams in the playoff? Give me Texas.
Damn. So Texas and the SEC, LSU, who are you liking right now? I'm kind of getting a little bit of leans from them. I know it's way early, but why not?
Okay, are we saying Sam Levitt is Sam Levitt?
Sam Levitt is going to be healthy. He's young, bones heal. They have great surgeons. Come on now. This ain't the days of when, you blew out your ACL and you don't come back.
Yeah, they put him in that magical healing water. I'm going to say, give me Texas still, though. Give me Texas. It's tight, though. It's tight. I think LSU is close to as talented as Texas is across the board, but just knowing you added Cam Coleman to Wingo, then you look at Jermaine, or you look at Burton, Jermaine Bishop Jr., who had a big day in spring as a young guy, Day as well. They're deep at running back. They're good up front. Give me Texas, but just by a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if LSU outdid them.
What do you think Alabama football, realistically, under Kalen DeBoer is going to be like this year? This is a make or break year already for Kalen?
Man, their win total's 8.5, which is weird. That's weird seeing that low of a number next to Alabama. But I get it when, regardless of which quarterback wins the job, they're going to be new. And new quarterbacks go through ups and downs. The question is, will Alabama be able to run the ball? Couldn't run it last year. One of the worst teams in the country.
Crazy.
I didn't think the offensive line looked amazing during the A-Day. It's not like they ran the ball really well. They've got, the young back Kroll, who's coming in, the 5-star, didn't go through spring. We know Daniel Hill, kind of what he is. I just think this Alabama team, it smells like 9. It smells like 9 or 8. And if they win 9 and don't make the playoff, which is a possibility, if they win 8 and definitely don't make the playoff, I think a lot of it depends on what happens with Auburn. Because I think
that's
it's a little
where
bit
I
of a
was
different
going. Man, I was going to say, with Auburn dropping $323 million additions at their stadium, with all the stuff that they've changed, Auburn or Alabama, who has the better year?
Can we stop adding stuff to the end zone and add players that can get in the end zone? Can we take, I would rather you take that $383 million and let's go get some dudes, and then we can build cool things in the end zone. But we got to get to the end zone first.
I love that. By the way, one other thing, because I know you're busy and you got to get out of here with the quickness. I did want to know, what do you think happens with Indiana now? Kurt Signetti, he's brought in, he went with Rourke out of, the Bobcats.
Ohio.
Yeah. And out of the MAC, and then you go and get basically a mid-grade quarterback, I thought, from California, and Lord have mercy, they go and win a national championship. How's now that he is actually at the top, how does he stay there and how's he doing?
Well, that's why I don't think we know yet. This is the most interesting year of Signetti at Indiana because that core of guys that you had at JMU that you then took to Indiana to build that culture, they're now gone. So this is the first year, and I know Mendoza was new, but he blended in. He was a perfect fit. Now let's see if that's stuck. Because if it's stuck, Indiana is here to stay. And we know Hoover's talented. If you now go to Indiana and you become what Indiana's been the last couple of years, they're going to be here a while. But we know with the way guys are in society nowadays, it's never been harder to build and then maintain culture. That's what we're going to find out about Curt Cignetti. I'd be willing to bet on him, though, that Indiana's here to stay. But I think this is the most fascinating year of Curt Cignetti in Indiana. I want to see if it's stuck.
Like, he got the Hoover kid, didn't he?
Yeah, from TCU.
From TCU.
Yep.
Okay, I got a question. What do you think about him before I let you go?
Well, I think he's going to be on a team that's actually a little bit more balanced this year offensively, so he's not going to have to try and do as much as he did at TCU, but he's got to limit the turnovers. He's got to understand sometimes, the stock market's not going to be up that day. Just kind of take your lumps and don't force it. If he does that, there's enough talent around him where he's a very, very talented passer of the football.
Yeah, I remember a couple of his games, though. Like, they even beat Houston in a low-scoring game, 17-14, but he had 3 interceptions in that game. It's kind of like...
Yeah.
But threw for 3.
He had to do a lot for them.
He really did. He really did. Jake, you do a lot for me. You do a lot for everybody. What's coming on the show? Crane and Cone. It's Blaine Crane. It's Jake Crane, and it's David Cone. They're on 3, by the way. Check it out. That No 3 is not them, by the way. I got one day by No 3. It was hilarious.
Yeah, he's an imposter. But, yeah, man, go check us out. We've got content dropping today. We're talking a ton of college football. We have our Contender Pretender show coming out Wednesday with David Pollock as well. So hop over on YouTube and check us out.
Man, be blessed, man. I appreciate your time, my brother.
Always, buddy. Appreciate y'all having me.
That is Jake Crane from Crane and Coney. Me, check him out, man.
You got duped by No 3.
Dude, remember you? I was on air with you,
That's
dude.
Right. That's right. 420, man. You know what it is.
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. It was afternoon, after 12:30. So,
I forgot about it.
And it looks so good. Instead of saying on 3, it's No 3. You know how I read very, quick and just like glance, and you see what you think is something.
Those Weird Al Yankovic content creators, they'll get you.
Dude, I got today by Jasmine Just Do the Dishes.
Just like Weird Al got
I was
people.
like, oh my gosh, Jasmine Just Do the Dishes got her fight expunged for taking acid in the middle of the fight.
Her bike expunged for taking acid. Just think about the headline.
And then I realized it was just about telling the girl to go do the dishes.
It makes no sense.
Because it's like Jasmine do the dish or something. So they put Jasmine Just Do the Dishes. It is a beautiful 420. I will tell you that. And I will tell you the air you breathe, it's crazy because I know a lot of people can't even breathe right now. You know what I mean? Like, my sinuses are on fire. In fact, this is not a 420 thing. Like, I need eye drops for my right eye. Like, if anybody loves me, I'm at 6080 Mount Moriah Road Extended. I could use some, I don't know.
Arm and Hammer really need to holler at me and you.
Yeah, because we use that saline more than anybody.
That's what I'm saying.
I tear that stuff up, by the way. But I need, like, eye drops if anybody wants to give me some damn love. But for real, it's hard sometimes to breathe outside.
Yeah.
But sometimes the crazy thing is going inside your house, you could be breathing stuff that's even worse for you. You could have all kinds of crazy particles floating throughout your house. And you know my man Stan Mosier, the only licensed mold assessor in the Mid-South? You can reach him by going to MemphisMoldInspector.com. That's MemphisMoldInspector.com. They have free consultations. He is the man, and he's going to make sure that your air gets purified. Because dead gummit, it's already hard enough cutting the grass and then breathing the next day.
Then you got all that pollen flying around outside. Then you got poor air quality some days, too. You got to check the air quality when you check the temperature sometimes.
True.
Especially when it says moderate. Ugh.
And let's also be real, man. What if you're buying a home? Do you want to buy a new home that's already got mold in it? I've always thought to this, man, like, dude, if I'm buying a new home now that I've met Stan, I'm calling him first to make sure I'm not moving into this crib and it's got black mold that's going to be unhealthy for my family.
There you go.
Man, MemphisMoldInspector.com is the place to go. Stan Mosier is the man. MemphisMoldInspector.com. You can even give him a call. It's his company. He does all the work. He is the man. 901-292-7788. That's 901-292-7788. Or just go to MemphisMoldInspector.com. And again, he does everything in Tennessee. Memphis, Germantown, Collierville, Bartlett. All those places that I do not go. Cordova, Millington, Oakland, Arlington, Mississippi, dude. We're talking Olive Branch, South Haven, Hernando, Coldwater, Corinth, Horn Lake, Iuka. Or is it Iuka? Iuka, I think. Senatobia. I knew a kid named Dano in Senatobia. He used to have BB gun fights all the time. Arkansas. Like, we got you west. Memphis. East Arkansas, Marion, Jonesboro, bro. Remember all the hairdressers? Mm-hmm. If anybody wants to get their hair cut and see a bunch of hot hairdressers, I don't know what it is about Jonesboro. There was an arsenal of hotties that did hair.
And then it was how many years ago you were talking
I mean,
about
this was when I was young, like 20. How old am I?
In Jonesboro's
25 years.
College Town with Arkansas State right there.
Yeah, but just don't go to get your hair cut when you dated 3 of them at the same place. There's a lot of sharp objects.
Well, you just didn't have your pimping all the way tight at that moment.
I just screwed up that one.
It's because you didn't have your pimping all the way tight.
But don't screw up your hair. MemphisMoldInspector.com. My man Stan Mosier has you covered. It's great for you. Oh, and if you're having a baby, bro, come on now. If your moms or your grandma, if you have children, or if you care about yourself, because they always say if you don't love yourself, you can't love somebody else.
That's real.
So I've been loving myself every day since I was about 13 when I first heard that. I'm just kidding. MemphisMoldInspector.com. Tell them that Johnny Radio sent you or Sports 56, and Stan's going to give you a special deal. Back in 2 Shakes with Terry Davis. We got to talk Grizzlies and Tigers.
Plus, he got a little Care Bear
playoffs.
stare for you. Speaking of caring, I just had to mention that.
I need a little Care Bear stare because I care. Also, man, we're going to announce some of the stuff. Like, I'll give some of the winners from the Wing Fest and stuff, and all those people and how much fun it was. And if you saw
J-Ham, don't be modest. You
by the
out
way,
there in these streets.
y'all's camera makes me look sexy on
Hey,
Channel
and I will
5.
tell you, the peeps love you. Like I said, when we get to that segment about John, I will tell you how America just took you into their heart. You're the new son now.
I feel like
prodigal son. Is that what we call it, Jay?
I'm like moving past Justin Timberlake. But he did cry, on that Punk'd.
I mean, but both of y'all still one notch lower than Dustin Star still.
Oh, facts. It's impossible.
Even my mom.
I don't know. Judge on the same channel as Dustin Star now. Like, I don't know.
Hey, I'm just saying, even my mom.
And it ain't his first time, by the way.
Even my mom said Dustin Star is cool, and she don't like wrestling.
It's the hair.
That's what I did.
And he also does things for the community. Like, he went out to Madonna Learning Center, and he was the the judge and the MC for their like pageant, or what do you do it like when you get all dressed up and do like a little runway, on the runway work. You gotta work it, girl.
You don't care for that.
Had a fashion show. He was the MC.
Thank you. I couldn't think of what it's called.
He was about to break out the RuPaul. Did you hear that?
He was in full RuPaul routine.
Do it. No, not full. I got mine.
No, you was full on that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, be blessed and be back. Have a great 420, but make sure you join us on the other side. It's time to talk with Terry Davis on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11, here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hi, it's the Herd. If you're over 40, you'll recognize this. You're doing the right things, going to the gym, trying to eat right, but your energy's down and your metabolism's slower. That's not a discipline problem. It's biology, and it doesn't fix itself. Most men try to push through it. More caffeine, more restriction, more willpower. That's not the issue. Support is. I've taken M-Drive for years, every morning with my coffee. M-Drive Boost and Burn is built for this. Steady energy and metabolism support. So your effort actually works again. It's designed for everyday use without extremes or spikes. It's also the #1 men's health brand at Sprouts. So if you're over 40, the longer you wait, the harder this gets. Go to mdriveformen.com. The code, as always, is HERD, H-E-R-D. For 20% off your first purchase, HERD at mdriveformen.com. Or find it on Amazon or Sprouts. M-Drive for men who still show up.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland's Town Square. Fun, exciting, friendly, and comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs. 24 taps for all your beers, including $3 domestic and $5 craft pints on Mondays. Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 happy hour. Music bingo Tuesdays. Daily specials and online ordering. The Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland's Town Square. Highway 70. Check Facebook for daily specials and weekend music at the Owner's Box.
If you want to make money in sales, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. If you can sell, Flynn Broadcasting has a great career waiting for you. If you can sell, we have great benefits, salary, commission, sales leads, and a great place to work. If you can sell, let us know today. Send your resume to jobs@flynn.com. Can everyone sell? No. But if you can, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. Apply today at jobs@flynn.com. Start your great career today at jobs@flynn.com. Flynn Broadcasting wants you.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by MemphisMoldInspector.com. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
Mary J. Mary J. I'm in love with Mary J.
I'm in love with Mary J.
She's my main thing. She makes me feel alright. She makes my heart.
I just want to, like, on 420, shouldn't we be allowed to just, like, have lunch at work? I mean, it's a Monday, but, like, dude, how nice would it be a little brunch right now?
In a proper world, it would be proper.
Champagne. And by the way, we wouldn't have actually a brunch. Oh my gosh, I need to look at the picture. Where's, we would, for the Codes Dispensary, do you remember that glass tip?
Yeah.
Long ass thing that had, live resin in it. It had, hash. It had 2 grams of, like, small batch boutique flour.
An awfully damn good time is what it was.
And it was the donut holes or something. And then in the middle of it, it had those THC diamond things in it. Mm-hmm. And, man, let me just tell you something. All you have to do is go to Steele, Missouri.
1 hour away.
CodesDispensary.com. You can check out all their products online. Drive straight up to Missouri. It's about 60 miles. You'll be there in an hour and 10. Bing, bang, boom. You'll be back. And guess what? You can have a 420 just like Cheech and Chong or Mary Jane, or just like my boys on oh my gosh, what was Ice's Clark? No, Craig. I said Clark.
Craig was the one that wasn't trying to smoke.
I know.
We actually got something coming up. But in the meantime, would you like to hear yourself? I actually have Johnny Harding from this week's Wing Fest queued up, people.
Get out of town.
Want me to give it to you?
Let's do it.
Almost 40 teams went head-to-head for the title of Best Wings, all to support Ronald McDonald House and St. Jude. We spoke to Sports 56 John Hardin, who hosted the event, and he says this event is all about Memphians uniting for their passion for wings and raising funds for some worthy causes.
The more Memphians get together, the stronger Memphis is, man. Like, we gotta come out here and do these kinds of events because we all find out that we got everything in common. We all like to have fun. We all like to eat wings. We all love Memphis. So this is Like community, like nobody can raise anybody by yourself. It takes a community.
Dude, and you can definitely tell that I was knee deep in that Tito's, buddy.
But it was well done, Jonathan.
Thank you. And I know I did a little shimmy, man, right?
You was like on your
it was the shimmy heard across the world.
You was like on your 4 cranberry Tito's, though.
Mine were all doubles, though. With no ice. It was too cold.
Hey, but the people at the stage, they loved your message, John. That was the bigger piece I wanted to tell you.
Yeah, it was great, because it's just the truth.
Memphis, we all love the party, and we all love wings.
And we also love to help people, because, like, it drives me crazy when people crap on Memphis. I'm like, do you know where St. Jude is?
Right.
Do you know, like, think about this. Like, this is the city. Yeah, this is the city, like, that has St. Jude, bro.
There you go.
Don't be stepping on us.
You think Terry D saw you on TV this weekend, or was he too busy?
Man, Terry Davis is a very, very busy man. What up, TD? How's life treating you?
Man, life is great, my brother. You doing well?
I am very, very well. It's a beautiful 420. I wish I was having brunch right now. I think it should be like a national holiday for, like, you have to go to work. No big deal. You can go to work. But brunch would be like the coolest thing one day a week, where you just let people like smoke a big old...
You want a relaxed environment.
Yeah, I just want everybody chilling. Mary Jane.
You know you can move your show to Colorado and get that.
Yeah, but I like Memphis, bro.
You can have the best of both worlds. You can still love Memphis and have 420 in Colorado.
I go to Colorado a lot, though, and I love going there. But living there would be a different type of animal, because, you know, they're like really like woodsy. Like,
yes,
hands on. Like, you got to chop wood and, like, get snow out, and you're in the damn mountains and stuff. Like, Ish goes wrong. I ain't the dude that Ish needs to go wrong to. Like, there's certain things that people are built for. I'm built more for Memphis.
I feel you.
Now I got to tell you, what is this Memphis football team? You've gone through a little bit of spring football. I don't know what you're learning. I don't know how much contact you're getting and how much Cramsy's giving you. I'm just kind of curious. What are you feeling right now with them little Memphis football in the post Silverfield era?
You know, we get the same access that we did under the other coach. Yeah, basically you get 15 minutes of practice.
That's terrible.
You know, coach.
Come on, Huff.
Coach talks to you every day, and you know he gives you a lot of coach speak. But one thing about it, people who have been to practice that I have talked to, they are liking what they see, because what we don't know is who's going to be the quarterback, but we have a good idea who the quarterback's going to be. But they've seen them practice and they've seen them do some stuff, and the people that go, you know, and these people I trust. So if they say it's going to be pretty good, I kind of believe them.
When you say pretty good, what would you compare, like in past Tigers? You can go the Silverfield era. You can go Norvell. You can go with Fuente. I don't care. Like like these two guys that are competing, who do they compare to?
They really don't compare to anybody, because both of them are two different types of quarterbacks. You know, I think Mason, who I think, but I don't know, I think he is going to be a pro-style quarterback. And Earhart, you know, he has an arm, but he's just not consistent. But I think he's going to be between a Brady and a Riley type player.
It's kind of wild, because the Stokes guy was in D2, right?
Yes, but as a 4-star, highly regarded quarterback.
Yeah, and he was on the whatever. What's the D2 Heisman finalist thing called? Damn it!
Hey, I don't know the D1 quarterback.
Jalen. But no, he was, I think, one of the finalists last year, if I remember correctly. And then again, 4-star Air Noland, as you say, spent time at Ohio State, South Carolina, behind dude, he wasn't starting at Ohio State, and then he goes down to South Carolina, where they got one of the most athletic freaks in the country.
They call it the Harlan Hill Trophy.
The Harlan Hill, thank you. He was a finalist last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. But one solace to him is just right down the road at Ole Miss with Chambliss.
Trinidad Chambliss.
Trinidad Chambliss pretty much did the same road. He went from D2 national
Ferris
championship.
State, yeah.
Right, and then he proved that he can play on that level. Sometimes a person needs opportunity. With this guy, it wasn't he couldn't play. It's because of his baggage. That's the only reason he went to D2, because of his baggage. And now that he has some,
a lot of people compared. I did have somebody say he's Johnny Manziel style, running ability, throwing ability, continues to like extend plays, make crazy things happen, and then they also said he's probably not Johnny Manziel off the field, but has baggage.
But don't forget that's on the lower level.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to an upper level, the things you did at the lower level, you may not be able to do and get away with.
What is
all that running around and all that? So
what does Charles Huff value when he looks at a quarterback? Because I really don't know. I didn't pay much attention at Southern Miss or anything like that. I mean, what do you think what does he value?
Professionalism, ability to understand the playbook.
I know he ain't playing no music out there.
Yeah, but after a while, you get used to it, man. It's just like being in Vietnam, man. You adjusted your environment, man, and go from there.
So who do you think?
At the end of the day, it's about making plays and executing what's been called.
Well, my question is like also then Charles Huff has to look at the strength of his team.
Yeah.
Like, is this going to be a team that's going to go out there and throw the ball all over the Giant? Is this going to be a team? I mean, do they have good wide receivers? Is it going to be a more run-heavy team? Like, what do you think Charles is going to try to implement with this offense? I mean, I have no clue.
His philosophy is really having a big offensive line, having a big defensive line. So he's going to be first and foremost run the ball to pass the ball. He's going to try to establish a run game first, and then he's going to try to go with the receiver. And with everything, it goes to chemistry with wide receivers and quarterbacks. This is the first year that these guys are playing with either one of these quarterbacks, even the guys who came up from Southern Miss and Marshall with him. They got to develop their chemistry. I asked one of the wide receivers this weekend, what wide receiver mentality is, you throw the ball and catch the ball, but it's not that easy. You still got to know how to catch. You got to learn when to break off, when the quarterback can. They got to learn that little stuff. And once they learn that, they can do that. Because if Memphis didn't have Bohem last year with the receivers, we don't know how that team would have been.
True that. The other thing is, though, is how much money is this? Like, do you think, what kind of budget is Memphis working with?
They're working with a group of five, but it's going to be under $10 million. Under $15 million for everybody. But at the end of the day, it's all about, it's not how much money you pay the guys, it's how much talent you got and how much chemistry you can develop. Because unlike last year, the transfer portal was pretty much done in January. So what you got is what you got. Only thing going to change now is graduate transfers. So you don't have to worry about losing half your team in the summertime. So what you got now is what you're going to have in the fall.
It looks crazy to me because it keeps going up. And the have-nots keep going down. When I look at LSU spent over $40 million on their roster this year. And I'm like, whoa. Like, wow. 40-plus mil just on their football roster. And then I look over at Memphis, and I'm like, how is it, though, that it's ever going to compete? And especially being in the American, it's really not, is it?
You can't compete because when you do develop somebody, the Power Five is going to come pluck them away. If you got a good offensive lineman, they're going to go pluck them away. But you paying them $500,000, and they can pay them $2.5 million. You can't compete with that. You just can't compete with that.
You really can't. It's just that.
And like I said, I think there needs to be some mechanisms in place that if a smaller school develops that player, they should be compensated almost like a transfer portal type stuff that they do in Premier League, where you pay a transfer fee for a person to take off your roster.
Well, before we take a baby timeout real quick. Is there anything that Penny has added to the team that even gives you a reason to believe that they're going to be good next year?
I like that young shooter he got from Briarcrest. In addition to what
Fred
he got
Smith?
with Fred. No, the shooter.
The kid on his team.
Right. The shooter he got from Briarcrest. I like that because that if he can shoot at that level, it gives Penny a big ahead. All thing he had to do is make sure his point guard come in. And I think he's slowly getting the pieces together. I still think we need a rim. I like Fred as a 4, but if he gets quality rim, then I'm going to really be hounding this team coming up next year.
You're going to be hounding or howling?
Highly on this team next year. Very high on this team. And
it's 420, John.
It's 420. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to get him to say hi. I'm going to be high.
We clipped that part. We got you.
I got Terry Davis saying I'm going to be high. Very slow. I'm like, damn, this is great. Blackmail. I love it. I'm going to take a quick time out, though.
Drug test me, baby. Drug test me.
Yeah, I know. You're good. You're good. You're very good. You always say no to me. That is the truth. These are facts. But follow Terry at TerryD515 on Twitter. Always read his stuff with the new Tri-State Defender. He's always on TV everywhere, and their grandmother. He loves life, and he's a true Memphian. On the other side, though, guess what we were going to talk, TD?
Basketball.
NBA style. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Not only can you listen to your favorite shows on Sports 56, you can also watch video of the shows live on Twitter and YouTube. Watch and listen every day at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Here's something you don't see every day. It's a full-on brawl at Family Leisure. Oh, yeah. There's a battle of the brands happening right now through May the 10th with 7 different manufacturers all fighting it out for your business. Listen to this opening blow. Hot tubs starting at $34.99. Ouch! Then followed up with a mean right hook of swim spas starting at $16,999. That's a starting price. There are so many deals right now at Family Leisure, and the prices are just too low for me to even mention on the radio. One thing I can tell you, if you stop by Family Leisure and tell them you heard this on the radio, you're going to get a free cover lift with your spa purchase. But you better hurry in before all these great deals get knocked out. Technically, this is called the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Expo, but we're calling it the Battle of the Brands, happening now through May 10th at Family Leisure, Whitten Road and I-40, where family and fun come together.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roof Services. I wanted to take a minute and discuss advertising with you. There are so many websites that list the best service provider in your area. Even the BBB has an accredited list. You know the one thing they all have in common? A company like mine has to pay to get on that list. So that begs the question, can those lists be trusted? You know what can be trusted? History. We've been around for almost 30 years providing customers with the best service and the best products that we possibly can. So if you need a roof, siding, or gutters, give us a call. We'll come talk to you and let you decide for yourself whether or not we know what we're talking about. Fiveash Roof Services. Best products, best warranties, and in many cases, the best price. We're fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
This is Sheldon Rosengarten with Mark Spensdorf Realtors. I'm often called Shell Done because I sell homes and work with buyers and I get the job done. There are 7 keys to successfully selling your home quickly at a great price. First, call me. I do my research and advise you on preparation, presentation, and proper pricing that gets you the activity to get the best price. Follow my advice and it can happen. I did mention 7 keys to a successful sale, didn't I? Well, if you use the first key, calling or emailing me, you really don't need the next 6 keys. Remember, that's Sheldon Rosengarten at 483-0546 or memphisrelocate.com. If you don't need me now, write it down for later or for a friend. That's Sheldon at 483-0546 at memphisrelocate.com. Do it now, and who knows, you may hear your home advertised here. Remember, as bad a golfer as I am, when selling homes, Shell Done gets it done.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by MemphisMoldInspector.com. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
When you're close to me, you love me right down to my knees.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. I hope everybody's having a beautiful 420. Got to tell y'all a lot about some basketball, though, because I got Terry Davis, and he knows hoops. He's been doing hoops probably as long as a historian, man.
I would say longer.
TD older?
Yeah,
Boy, TD looking good.
TD is OG. He just look good, man.
Yeah, man.
And he was on TV over the weekend too, John.
Yeah, TD, I see him all the time. What are you talking about? Also,
Yeah,
hear him asking questions that
he
get
was
people in
featured.
trouble.
He was sitting down on the couch talking good stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, ask him about
Terry,
it.
tell me about that.
Oh, let me talk about it, man. You know, my guy at 24, Richard, wanted me to come over and talk a little sports on 24. So we went over to talk about Tigers, Grizzlies, and more.
Sweet.
So both of y'all were on the TV this weekend.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. TD. Terry Davis. Now, TD, I got a question for you. I've been watching the NBA for a long, long time. We kind of started in the first segment, and then we got sidetracked because it's 420, and, of course, my ADHD's off the charts. I am impressed. Like, congratulations, Magic. We saw it with the Heat years ago. You know, an 8 seed go up there and, you know, do a little bit of damage. Congrats. But what I'm trying to say here is outside of that, like that Spurs Trailblazers game, that's embarrassingly ugly. That Thunder.
But it was fun to watch, though. It was fun.
To watch because Wemby's a freak.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's the entertainment value. You know, unlike the other game that was a 40-point blowout earlier, you know, that game was
the Suns and the Thunder was
you had to watch
ugly.
Wemby.
Yeah, Wemby was awesome.
What was going to do?
Yeah, that
and
was.
the dunks alone, there was so many high-level dunks in that game. It was crazy.
Then they also like the Celtics, bro. Like Jason Tatum says he's still rehabbing.
They are scared.
And he had 25, 11, and 7.
And with ease.
And you know, and people didn't want him to come back this year, man. But
Yeah,
just that time, you have to come back because there's no telling when they will close for you.
And he did his work. He was prepared. He when he knew from the moment that thing snapped, he got surgery on it the very next day. Didn't wait around. Didn't wait a week. He was like, I'm determined to get back ASAP, and he made it happen. And he looked like himself. You know, what more can we say about that? It would be a much more fun deal if, you know, we had a healthy Joel Embiid. They still wouldn't win that series.
No.
Joel being there would make that thing fun. A little more fun.
Is right now Boston your favorite to come out the East?
They mine.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
They mine, too.
I mean, they got the little kid that comes off the bench, instant offense, Peyton Pritchard. You got big freaking Jaylen Brown, as long as he ain't, you know, putting.
Joe Mazzulla finds white dudes that he maxes out with Peyton Pritchard, with Baylor Shearman.
Vucevic.
He did it with Luke Cornett. You know, when he had Luke
Nikola
Cornett.
Vucevic.
Vucevic should go get you 20 and
He's
10
the
on
glue.
night.
I call him the glue on that bench.
For real.
And then also, man, like, let's not forget, like, for some reason, Derek White's still considered.
Oh, Derek White, they do.
I know, but, like, everybody says it's Tatum and Brown and Tatum and Brown and Tatum
He's the
and
one
Brown.
that slept on.
Derek White gets slept on, and then, like, you sleep on him, and then, boom, three-pointer.
You got to
Boom,
remember,
steal.
over in Paris a couple years ago, he was
Boom, he
starting
over to Tatum, and he was very upset.
But they had him on the floor for those right reasons. He defends, he shares the basketball, he
Sets screens.
knocks down open shots. He can shoot the hell out of the basketball.
Yeah, he can.
You know, so it's just great players, man. And Joe maxes out. Joe is the best coach remaining in the playoffs, I think. What you think about that, TD?
Whoa.
You know, I like Joe, but he has. It's almost like a Phil Jackson and Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Joe ain't never gonna get the credit because he has two of the best players in the game.
Right.
But he is an excellent coach, but he don't take no credit for it.
No, he
don't.
If my man couldn't, like, if my man wasn't cheating on Nia Long, though, like, would we even know Joe?
He better than
Now you
than
still know Joe. You still would know.
Yeah, he better than Ime.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Ime is like, I got to say one thing. Ime, like Bill Clinton, horny.
And his horniness caused him to make bad decisions. And now he in Houston with no point guard and down to the Lakers 1-0.
True that.
But you know what? They might not be without a point guard for long, if you know what I mean.
No. Like, you really believe some of that?
Man, you know what, man?
There's so much smoke around him.
Okay. The management of the Grizzlies are going to do something stupid. Because they have proven that they don't want Ja Morant.
Yep.
So if Houston offered them anything worthwhile and you put Ja with KD, it's crazy. But I don't want Ja to go because Ja value is still with the city. He loves the city.
Yeah.
He just don't like the way.
But the thing is every
him.
single other owner, since they actually see each other, and Robert Perez running around doing God knows what, dressing like Luke Skywalker, trying to play dudes in basketball in third world countries, selling arms. That moron, Robert, he's a billionaire. Hopefully he never listens to this because I don't want a billionaire on my ass.
I know you don't.
No, I don't.
Join us in studio.
I mean, I'll talk to him anytime. I mean, but he'll be the first time he's been seen in, 6 years?
No, he was here last year. I saw him in the suite with my own naked eyes.
Did you really?
Yes, I really.
His Wi-Fi was messed up, too.
Yeah, and the other thing is, you have Ubiquity. You're a communications company, and you can't even get Wi-Fi. You have to go outside where everybody's smoking heaters.
Yeah, but back to Ja. I think, I know they're going to make a decision. They're going to trade him over the summer. I know they're going to trade him. They don't want you to trade him because what they did for the...
My point was, though, that every owner is going to sit around and say is, hey, listen, offer him the bare minimum. Screw him.
Right. Because they know you're going to get right. We'll give you a second and we'll give you $2 million to get him off your books. Something stupid. But it's going to be something stupid. He's not going to go for what Desmond Bain went for, which is a great trade because everybody forget Cedric Carr wouldn't be here one for Desmond Bain trade, even though I still would rather have. I love Cedric, but I still would rather have Desmond.
Yeah. Completely agree with that.
Yeah. But to the playoffs not going to start until somebody loses at home. And the best series so far is going to be the Orlando Magic series, that 8-1. And that's how come I say you always should try to go to the playoffs because you never know what may happen in playoffs. If you may get a player may get injured and open up your path to go to advance. And once you win one series, it's anybody's game. Because all these guys are good.
This is true. And Orlando really playing better, playing like how people think, really expected them to play now.
They're big as hell, I'll tell you that much.
And if you had a situation where Wendell Carter outdoes Jalen Duran, game one, the five
Dude, that Piston
starters,
team sucks without Cade on the court.
And they got to find somebody that can create offense for them outside of Dennis Jenkins.
J-Ham, look quickly, I thought it was very telling that Bickerstaff in his post-game said that they have to get up to NBA speed. Almost saying that the play-ins are helping Orlando because they're playing previous
man.
games.
I don't even want to hear that.
Because
I don't
talk about rhythm and whatnot, but they ain't bad. You can have that.
How many other play-in teams won?
You can have that happen without the play-in, though. That team that come in and just drop game one.
Just Orlando.
1 seed, 2 seed, they come in and drop game one. I was watching the clip the other day, the one where Marbury was with the Suns and he hit the running three at the buzz on the Spurs. And the Spurs were the 1 seed. That was game one. They didn't win nothing else after that. But
Detroit lost that game in the very, very, very damn beginning.
At the beginning, yeah.
I mean, if the first 3 minutes, I look up and it's 10 points. They're down 10, 18-8.
They never got a lead.
Just getting dominated.
When they get to one, the Magic will hold them out at arm's length. They never gave up the lead or none of that.
Now, Cade, I'm not going to lie to you. He fought his little ass off to keep him in it. But, dude, when he's got to go for 39 and do everything, and then
you want 25
in that fourth quarter,
6K.
Did you notice how them shots were coming up unless he was getting to the rack or coming up short?
Yeah, legs was dying.
Yeah, he didn't have legs left.
And we also talking about a dude that's coming off a collapse.
And Tobias Harris, come on, bro.
He had 17. I blame Duran, John.
No,
Tobias gave you what Tobias
did
gave.
at all, bro. He 4 shots.
4 shots to Jalen Duran.
No, Jalen was terrible. I just don't like talking bad about him.
And the other one, Suggs. I think Suggs helped that Detroit loss a lot. Jalen Suggs was balling.
Awesome yesterday. That's for sure.
And don't forget the guys. These are these guys' first playoff game.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So that's their first game. Now they come back home.
I mean, but Hans and Franz and Wendell and Desmond Bain and Suggs and Bancaro, every one of their starters got off.
Hit him in the mouth, and Anthony Black was doing Anthony Black activity.
I'm just saying, is there a chance that Orlando comes out?
There's a chance, but I think Detroit.
Nah, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I think Detroit will get it, but Orlando can make a fight out of it, and we know Styles make fights.
The people that are enjoying 420 love when you say Hans and Franz.
Hans and Franz.
The Pistons have lost 11 straight home playoff games, though. That's going back to 2008 when Chauncey and Rip and Sheed and Ben and Tayshaun was still there.
Last but not least, only got a minute and 30 seconds, TD. Grizzlies draft when it comes around. What is the wish list of the front office? Have you figured that one out yet?
A point guard and a big man who can rebound. So you got to get somebody to back up Zach Edey because he ain't been consistent. And you don't have nobody who can consistently rebound. So you got to get somebody who can rebound.
Man, Zach Edey been injured always since we got him.
Always and forever.
Why are you driving a little bitty baby car, and how do you hurt your elbow when you're like got a bad foot? Maybe you're spending too much time on the free sites. Terry, thank you so much for everything you do. I hope you have a wonderful day, man. Be blessed.
Have a good one. All right, have a good one.
That's my man, Terry Davis.
Yes, gotta get Zach Edey behind a paywall.
I mean, yes, because, man, then he'd be like, man, see, he's so cheap, dude. He could be paying part of Shannon Sharp's lawsuit.
I wasn't ready for that one, John.
Hey, do me a favor. Y'all come back, man. You think hour 1 was good. Wait for hour 2. Listen to us and all kinds of wood and NBA playoffs and a little MLB on Sports 56 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Are you ready to bang? Bangers Pickleball in South Haven is now open with 10 courts, a restaurant, and 3 bars. New to pickleball? No problem. Take a free Bangers 101 class to learn. Bangers offers a great time for everyone, and there's no membership required. Bangers has events for you non-pickleballers too, like mahjong, trivia, and whiskey and wine tasting. Bangers Pickleball has it all. All the rage, all the fun, all for you. Please drink responsibly at Bangers Pickleball, 6787 Snowden Lane, South Haven, Mississippi. Let's bang. Rick's Powder Coating for a beautiful finish every time. Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial coating. With 2 conveyor lines and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South, Rick's can accommodate all of your powder coating needs. Locally owned and operated since 2002, Rick's Powder Coating will customize a beautiful finish just for you. Drop by or call to see how Rick's Powder Coating can bring color to your life. 901-367-2771 or rickspowdercoating.com.
Napa Cafe celebrates 28 years in 2026.
Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. Treat yourself tonight with a delightful dinner. Maybe start with an appetizer like our baked sweet peculiar peppers stuffed with goat cheese and mozzarella, finished with basil pistou, and move on to one of our cozy dishes like the double chocolate stout braised boneless beef short ribs with tonkatsu sauce and creamy mashed potatoes. Or a fresh seafood dish like our pan-roasted ginger-buttered sea bass with cilantro soy vinaigrette. I get hungry just talking about it. Don't forget about dessert, our famous sweet buttermilk pie with brown sugar sauce, or drink your dessert with one of our signature dessert cocktails like the lemon cheesecake martini, lemony, icy, frothy, and dusted with graham cracker crumbs. Napa Cafe, open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. For reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. We can't wait to serve you.
Come join in and celebrate 28 years of Napa Cafe in 2026.
Unlock your new go-to spot, Codes Dispensary in Steele, Missouri, just over an hour from Memphis. When you're ready for a legal, reliable option, they're right up the road. Explore the full menu of top-shelf products in-store and online. Short on time? Order ahead and cruise through the drive-thru for a quick pickup. Stack rewards while you stock up with Club Codes. Earn points for every dollar spent. Codes Dispensary now open in Steele, Missouri. Supreme cannabis that's worth the drive. Learn more at codesdispensary.com. That's codesdispensary.com.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
Cleanliness is next to impossible unless you call Hilo Commercial Services. For 15 years, Hilo's dedicated team has been cleaning offices throughout the Mid-South. Hilo's janitorial services are customized to your business. Clean once, quarterly, or ongoing, and get the JRD guarantee. We clean until you're satisfied. Hilo Commercial Services, the biggest and the best in the Mid-South. Visit MrCleanTeam.com. That's MrCleanTeam, MrCleanTeam.com for Hilo Commercial Services.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studios, we are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. What a beautiful Monday. It's 420, man.
The man went back to the Gorillas.
Yes, dog. I can't even believe that.
Superman over
That's
there.
my homie over there. Like, Soup, you in trouble, bro. Don't let Darian on the ones and twos.
Our other homie D Lane just tagged me and Darian on a post where it said he's going to be the co-host of the Bud and Booze Festival coming up on June 6th. We in that thing, John.
D Lane?
D Lane.
What is the Bud and Booze Fest?
They just came up with it, John.
Boobs Festival.
So somebody in the city just came up with it, and it's legit.
Hold up, give me that. Oh yeah, I'm in. D Lane is hilarious. By the way, I gave those tickets away for the comedy festival. It was the Good Vibes Comedy Festival at the High Tone this weekend. And everybody said they had a great time. Even one of my homies who's a police officer in the gang unit. But like, you wouldn't know. He don't look like he's a police officer. That's why he's in the gang unit.
Those are the ones that kick your ass.
Yeah, you don't want him
fast.
Yeah. He was like, dude, I needed that in my life.
Yeah, he needed some good laughs.
What I've been, what I deal with on a reg, and he was like, thank you so much. He had so much fun at the High Tone, watching the Good Vibes Comedy Festival. He went actually after Wingfest on Saturday.
So he
did it right. He came down and did the Wingfest for from about 1 o'clock till about 5, and then rolled up out of there.
Like me, out there from 1 to 5.
And then he bounced up out that joint and headed on over to the Good Vibes Comedy Festival and enjoyed himself. So
that's an excellent weekend.
Always, I gave him, of course, the Wingfest tickets and the Good Vibes Comedy. So don't you ever mess with me, please. Oh, and by the way, I did see some funny stuff over the weekend because, I get on that TikTok.
Oh, God.
My little homie on the other side of glass.
Oh, yeah.
Jared. Say hello, Jared. Hello.
What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? See, dude, we're going to get him comfortable, but I got to tell you something, man. I was watching his TikTok over the weekend, and I cracked my ass up. He is funny. We're going to get this young man right. He's got that, a great sense of humor, especially for being so young, because most young people, they're so woke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They've been to therapy.
Too much therapy, bro.
Give them their props. They've been to therapy.
Quit worrying about everything hurting your feelings.
I appreciate them being conscious and in touch with their feelings, though.
There's a little bit. Sometimes it's too much, man.
That's because you ain't been to therapy.
All right, what are you talking about? You don't think Chaz has done tried to take me up in that joint? I didn't say I went, but I know they've been trying.
Your best therapy was chopping it up with me. So.
That's right. And I do have a quote, a shrink.
I've been to therapy, John.
But let me just tell you something. Do y'all know shrinks you don't talk to them really, to be honest with you?
No, you don't.
No, you go get meds. Yep. Like, I get so agitated when they ask me, how am I doing? What are you talking about?
The therapist you talk to.
Why do you care?
They have the pad and they're taking notes. And
yeah.
The shrink, they just got a prescription pad. Right.
Here you go.
Get you some Zoloft, Chief.
Go get your Xanax.
Got to shout out Brock Lesnar for retiring this weekend, too, John. He got his
So, we had Wing Fest. We had NBA playoff basketball. Mm-hmm. And I haven't even mentioned it because we'll talk about it a lot on Wednesday. But it was the first time ESPN.
Second time, I think. No, it was the first time. You're right.
First time ESPN put on WrestleMania.
Yeah, well, at least for an hour. They gave you the first hour, which they gave you some quality action.
Sadly, like, I hate to say it, most of what I learned from WrestleMania was watching ESPN late night. I think last night when I couldn't go to sleep and they were recapping everything. Yeah.
Right? They do. I give them this. A lot of people knock them for that. They do a good job.
No, I thought they did a good job. And again, I'm going to tell you something. Some of these hits look vicious.
Some of them are.
No, they are vicious. I mean, this is no. Look, bro, that is that's the type of theater I don't want to do.
Yeah. Put
me in that show. What was it?
And they doing that on one tape.
Where Tom Cruise with Nicole Kidman. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I can do that.
You can do that one,
but don't beat the hell out of me.
I mean, you see Pat with the brace on today, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, McAfee's got a neck brace on his show today.
And all he took was an RKO, you know?
But so my man Brock Lesnar, he got worked by the big homie.
In like 5 minutes or so. Big homie, Brock hit him with his finishing move, the F5. Big homie hopped right up, looked at him like, man, I don't feel that. Kicked him, picked him up, flipped him. Like, you have to really, like, he literally flipped him. Brock helped him, of course. Flipped him, power bombed him, 1, 2, 3. Brock was out of there. Brock was taking his gear off, left his gear in the middle of the ring. That signifies he's going home for good. He's retired.
No way, and that's how he went out?
Yeah. I appreciate Brock for putting the younger talent.
Well, I'm sure he got a fat check.
Oh, of course. Yeah, Brock probably got a 7 figures, anything north of 7 figures just for that. Because he's Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
You know, he still holds weight, and his name's going to always hold that value. But for the 1 hour that they showed, I didn't get to see Saturday because I was
surprised to hear this, by the way.
What's that?
And this is going to sound crazy. And it's because I think that this is where I feel like I might be a lunatic. I've gotten so used to college athletes and professional athletes getting these multi-million-dollar deals. Mm. I mean, look at my homie's contract. Last year's Offensive Player of the Year out of Ohio State. Jackson Smith and Jigba went off and got paid.
Got paid heavy.
We see the quarterback contracts that are absolute lunacy. Like Daniel Jones has one playoff game that he played in.
He got swole.
Hasn't done really a full season of good football. Right. Didn't even throw 2 touchdown passes in a game other than against Minnesota for the first 2 years of his career. And he's made so much money, it's not funny. To find out that Brock Lesnar's made $20 million in his career kind of messed me up.
Yeah.
Because he's been wrestling for a long time, and it said, in the UFC, when he was doing UFC and stuff, like, he only made like $2 million.
Right.
When he was with the WWE at the elite level, his contracts were $2.5 million a year. But again, being at that elite level was, such a certain amount of time. And I would be so happy with $20 million. Don't get me wrong.
I think it came about, because you got like his first run when he was young. They only went for like 3 years. He went around long, just from like 2002. He left after WrestleMania in 2004 to go play football.
Yep.
He did that, and then
the UFC stuff.
And he went and wrestled in Japan as well. So
I didn't even know that.
It's good money in Japan. They make great money over in Japan, especially for guys of Brock's caliber with the stature and the whole thing, because Japan actually treats wrestling, professional wrestling, like it's a real sport. Like, it's not fake to them. They don't look at it.
I guess he's probably earned a lot more, because I was just looking at his WWE and UFC contracts. That's all I looked at.
You know what I'm saying? And then he's got endorsements at the Yang. This dude coming out with Jimmy John's on his shorts to wrestle.
Okay, I don't know anything about, also his advertising things. I know John Cena's the advertising specialist.
He's had his own private plane for 20 years.
So he's made bank.
He got his own farm in South Dakota, wherever he lives.
So you make almost more wrestling outside of the ring doing a bunch of the stuff when you become that level.
For him, hell yeah. Because that's a monster that you can market in so many different levels, especially for Brock.
I guess just when I looked at his UFC and WWE careers combined,
then when he came back,
just a touch over $20 million.
When he came
that's what
back,
I was a little
he
shocked
probably was
at.
getting his fattest money because he was only really wrestling on the major events. He'd be the champ, but you would only see Brock for like major stuff.
Eyes Wide Shut was the movie that I would have handled. I could have learned about the Illuminati and Nicole Kidman looked good.
J-Ham, quickly, while I'm over here teaching and y'all bothering us and whatnot. Hey, about the wrestling deal with Brock Lesnar, I saw a lot of young kids crying. Is Brock Lesnar worthy of the tears that were shed this weekend?
If you're a kid, you know what? Some kids love their little bitty bunnies, all right?
I mean, that's your childhood.
Yeah.
Hanging it up. So for them, it's like they'll never see him in the ring.
Okay, it was like for Brickhouse Brown for me. Okay, got
it. See, I can appreciate what you were saying right there about Brickhouse Brown, Iceman, King Parsons, them old school cats that we
Reggie B. fine.
Of course, Reggie B. You know, Reggie B. still rocking that same fur that he had in the 90s right now.
Oh, yeah, Brock, never mind.
Brock got that paper.
I was going to say, one of our listeners hit me up at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line where life's too short for ordinary jewelry, and started it off quickly. Well, John, you're only looking at what he earned during two small things he's done in his career. And his career is extensive. From television shows, major pay-per-view events, special appearances and attractions, and he talks about the amount of money he made over in Japan. Homie was making $12 million a year.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I can believe that. That sounds about right.
That's more than the WWE superstars.
He's always been one of those who was actually bigger than the brand that he represents. As far as wrestling goes, he got to be actually bigger than it, especially after he came back from UFC. And he broke the Undertaker streak at WrestleMania.
Oh, wow.
He became that dude like that.
He also said that Lesnar has various income streams such as merchandise sales, licensed video games appearances. They use his voices, special appearance fees and promotions, celebrity status, blah, 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 blah. His endorsement deals. Holy hell, he says his endorsement deals have made him roughly $100 million.
Yeah. I said, man.
Never mind.
He was wrestling with the Jimmy John's logo on his shorts at a time where guys weren't doing that. They weren't.
Dude, I will tell you something. Jimmy John's, though, I'm just gonna be like, you ain't no advertising with me. And plus, I only been there once, had one bad experience.
He was doing this in 2015. He had Jimmy John's logos on his T-shirts and his shorts coming to the ring. It's like this dude had NIL as a wrestler even before NIL became just a commonplace thing, you know, within college sports and beyond. Also, WWE is giving out NIL deals now too to a whole lot of kids.
Say that again?
They're giving out NIL deals in WWE, meaning where with them, you have an opportunity to come and train and work with them after your playing career is done. If you want a second career in with them, which is a lot of their roster, guys are former college athletes. Brian Breaker, college football player, got cut by the Ravens in the last cut as a running back. He would have been Lamar Jackson's running back right now.
Dude.
Top WWE superstar.
I guess what freaks me out is I'm looking at Arch Manning, who's made $7.1 million in his college career and only started one season.
Yeah.
Hell, Livy Dunn. Do you remember, like, you know, Paul Skeens is known because of his pro baseball.
Right.
But down at LSU, the amount of money that girl was making, she made $5 million while she was gymnastics, bro.
No.
Bronny James, bro, I couldn't believe it. They talked about, what did they want to give him to come back to school? Like $5 million or something like that.
He got that from the Lakers on.
Cooper Flagg made $5 million from Duke.
I mean,
or 4.8. It's close enough.
Somewhere in there.
Shore Sanders made a hell of a lot of money in Colorado. I think he was also 4.8.
It'd be like half these programs' budget, if not more.
I know. That's why I look at Memphis and we're spending $10 million on our team. And I'm like, how are we supposed to compete?
But then the people that you're in the conference competing with are pretty much spending around 4 to 6.
The crazy thing is, too, do you want to know, because I looked this up over the weekend. Are you ready to hear this? This is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Since July 1st, 2021, when the NCAA finally allowed athletes to profit from their name, image, and likeness. Since then, and I'm not going to bring up the court case, I'm talking about since they started paying players, because I can't remember how big of a brick it was. It was like $600 million or something.
Something crazy like that.
Yeah, and like when you split it up between all the athletes, I mean, it's going to be a check. I'm sure Gabe got a little check. Old Gabe Kuhn over at ESPN in the afternoon. But like the numbers are going to mess you up, okay? Division I athletes that have received NIL that have been 6 figures. How many athletes do you think since 2021? And this just goes to the end of 2025. Nobody this year is counting.
4 years.
3,711 athletes have made 6-figure deals. 3,711.
That's about right.
We're talking about $1 million when I say 6 figures, by the way, people. Like, I mean, you can say 999,000 and you can say that's 6 numbers or whatever, but it's the 1 and them 6 damn digits behind it that I'm talking about. I guess you would say 100,000.
You mean 7 or 8 figures that you're talking about. No, 8 figures would be billions. So
no. I'm talking about like them 6 zeros behind that 1.
Oh, the 6 behind the 1. So you're talking millionaire status.
Yeah, millionaire status.
Just
$1 million, deals.
As college athletes. Ain't that about right? It's really about right.
And then, by the way, like the other thing is have you like I've been looking at another thing that I was looking over the weekend, and they were talking about like, BMW secured a deal along with like Subway, Cash App, to where now they're giving the Heisman Trophy winner $1 million. You know what I mean?
I can dig it.
No, I dig it. I'm not mad. I'm just saying it is a different world.
Way different world, bro. Way different. You can't even really evaluate it the same way.
I mean, hell, the UConn girl Paige Becker made $1 million playing college basketball for women.
Paige,
like that Penny Hardaway looks over at UConn's women's basketball budget and starts bitching.
Paige, AZ, Juju.
Yep.
Even when Angel was in school, when they was able to, Juju so paid. It ain't even funny. Because Ginger got a signature shoe, yo. You know what I'm saying? She's a signature Nike athlete. And she's just going into her senior year.
By the way, Arch Manning, this kid, I hope he's great this year.
You got to think, of course, the Manning name also attached to that helps the value. Can only...
Dude, Arch Manning has EA Sports, Red Bull, Uber.
He got all the winning stuff.
Voyeur.
He got all the winning stuff. He got anything with his uncles.
I mean, Carson Beck.
Hey, them quarter zips commercials coming. You know they coming.
Yeah, it's like I can see him on the General or something. You know what I'm saying? Him and Eli.
I mean, Jeremiah Smith, they said he turned down. How much money did I say last week?
10, I think. Something
like $10 million or something?
Him, I actually buy that. But Yaxel saying that he could have got 8 and settled for 4. No, Yaxel, you tripping. Stop lying. You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie to kick it.
I mean, one thing I also know, there's a lot of teams that just wish they could have given their, like, I also, like, this is where I struggle, like Troy Aikman. Again, imagine giving Dante Moore a personal check at your crib for $1 million to get him to come to UCLA, and then 3 weeks later he transfers to Oregon and keeps the $1 million check and doesn't even call you. And then Texas Tech's got billionaires just spending money like it's going out of style over there with the Red Raiders. I mean, I can't believe I'm going to say this. TCU is going to have a tough time in a major conference competing with A&M, Texas, and Texas Tech with all the billionaires spending all that buku-ass cash.
That's true.
And, dude, I don't even know if you noticed this. Do you know who's starting to spend money again? Nebraska. They put $600 million renovations. You saw their basketball team.
That's what I'm saying. They uplifted it, not just.
And believe it or not, Phil, a lot of their revenue comes from volleyball.
That's where I was just about to go.
I can't believe how many times. How do you sell a football stadium out for volleyball, bro? Pimping. One, I think volleyball is the most underrated.
Squad.
Women's volleyball is the most underrated sport in the United States. I will believe this is. You know what I just realized? I don't know if I should tell this. People, investors, reach out to me. We need to make pro volleyball, women's pro volleyball.
Well, we got a good start already right here with our homie Anthony saying you got a Junior Volleyball Academy starting, so we got a good ground to start.
That's a good point.
We can get with him.
Darian's daughter, she's playing volleyball.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, he's all into it. Darian Newsom's become a volleyball dad. My first gig that I ever got paid for was PA announcing at El Marone Fieldhouse for the women's volleyball games when I was a
And I asked you that.
It was the greatest job I ever had. And we had more Slovenians. The names, and I worked on them too, buddy.
Well, like, why you ain't still get that job? But he can't be the creepy old man.
No, dude, I'm old, bro. There ain't no way I'm doing none of that.
Hey, y'all, when I was in that
I told y'all, hold up, time out real quick.
J-Ham, it gets creepy.
No, this was the thing that I was going to take. Do y'all remember my daughter's, was it her freshman or sophomore year? And then Chas now put Cheer Dad on the back of all my shirts that I wear, Dad, down there.
I didn't see
because okay, so they cheerleaders in Oxford in college football, they do quarters. So you're at one end zone, and then the next quarter you're over here at the other one, and then you rotate to this one down here, and you rotate.
Seen that.
So, like, you know, she's here, and then she's there, and then when she comes to my side, I run down. And I always am like, hey, boo, love you. Mwah. I'm like, blow her kisses and stuff. I'll take a picture of her. And then I realized behind me was where they put all the high school prospects.
The recruits.
Yeah. And I heard this one dude go, check out this creepy old man. And I turned around and I said, no, that's my daughter. I'm not creeping.
He laughed like that.
He's like, yeah, sure, bro. I was like, dude, I'm a cheer dad, man. I swear that's my daughter. I'm blowing my daughter a kiss. I'm not a perv. So the rest of my shirts had cheer dad on the back and a pin with Savannah's picture on it as a, Ole Miss cheerleader. I came prepared so nobody would call me a perv.
Good looking out, Chas.
Yeah, thank you, Chas. Just wish you could have foreseen it. You know, that's when go Miss Cleo on me. That's what I need.
I bet that was fun as hell.
Dude, not for me. I was so embarrassed. It's like, no, I'm not.
Too bad business. You turn around. No.
I feel like there was some no-nos when you watch the best teams in the NBA play some of the more poor teams. Detroit has a lot of work to do, but as big as Wendell and Paolo and Franz Wagner, Hans and Franz, they're going to give you a little bit of trouble. It was the first game ever Detroit's, like most of these guys have ever played in the postseason.
They were there last year.
I mean, they weren't worth it.
They won 2 games in MSG.
They did beat 2 against New York. And I got to take a timeout because we have 3 games tonight. Raptors and the Cavs. Cavs are a 9.5-point favorite.
That's about right.
Total 222.5.
That's about right, too.
That's at 6. That's on the Peacock.
All 3 on Peacock.
But NBC too, right?
NBC's got the 7 and the 9:30.
7 to 9:30, and the Peacock's got the
exclusive
6.
is 6, yeah.
Okay, so the Peacock is, that's why I was saying Peacock at Raptors and Cavs. Yeah. Then you have Hawks and the Knicks. New York's a 6.5-point favorite, total to 17.5. And then we have the T-Wolves and the Nuggets tonight. Denver 7.5-point favorite, 230.5 in his total. I'm planning on making a big fat brick.
I'm with you.
Let's make that money. But first, we're going to have fun with a little bit of hardwood because it feels so good on the other side. It's almost as fun as when you get your car powder coated. Like, dude, you know you can get a new paint job?
Well, why? Well, you can just call Rick.
Yeah, why paint when you can powder coat? Because you know what happens when you get a new paint job? Somebody always scratches your car. Some kid keys your car. Guess what? Powder coating, it doesn't rust, it doesn't chip, it doesn't fade, it bonds to the metal. It is the metal, and it's gorgeous. They do everything. Automotive, ornamental, industrial, anything metal. Don't paint, powder coat. Go to rickspowdercoating.com. That's Rick's Powder Coating, the only place to go. rickspowdercoating.com. Back in 2 shakes, I got wood because it feels so good on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Take your basketball skills to the next level at Shoot 360 Memphis. Shoot 360 is a revolutionary basketball training facility that combines cutting-edge technology with gamification and provides instant objective feedback with hands-on one-on-one expert coaching. And now, introducing Shoot 360 Cordova, a newly renovated 50,000 square foot facility with 2 NBA regulation-size courts, 3 high school-size courts, and 4 shooting bays with Shoot 360 technology. Memberships are now on a monthly basis. And yes, you can become a member at both locations. Whether you're an aspiring young talent, NBA player, or looking for a unique workout, all skill levels are welcome at Shoot 360 Memphis to learn proper shooting and passing techniques, improve fundamentals, and gain a competitive edge while having fun. Shoot 360 Memphis, now in Cordova and Collierville. Call them today at 901-779-3176. That's 901-779-3176. The future of basketball training is here. Shoot 360 Memphis.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
As America's #1 motorcycle insurer, Progressive has your back.
Oh, like roadside assistance.
Oh yeah, Progressive offers that.
Great. Do you have plans Saturday? My cousin canceled and I'd love to have someone to ride with.
Actually, we just do insurance, not riding buddies.
Cool, let's meet at noon. Actually, scratch that. 10 a.m., you and me, breakfast at a diner.
To be clear, Progressive has your back for insurance only. So get a quote and see if you can save.
Okay, so if you beat me there, get me the Lumberjack special. We can share.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Roadside assistance may require comprehensive coverage.
The NBA playoffs are here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, boosts every game day the whole postseason. Playoff stars turn it up round by round, and DraftKings turns it up too, with a profit boost available every single game day, from the first round all the way to the finals. New Sportsbook customers, bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HERD so you're ready for the moment. That's code HERD. Turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, called 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, called 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over in most states, void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Unlock your new go-to spot, Codes Dispensary in Steele, Missouri, just over an hour from Memphis. When you're ready for a legal, reliable option, they're right up the road. Explore the full menu of top-shelf products in-store and online. Short on time? Order ahead and cruise through the drive-thru for a quick pickup. Stack rewards while you stock up with Club Codes. Earn points for every dollar spent. Codes Dispensary, now open in Steele, Missouri. Supreme cannabis that's worth the drive. Learn more at codesdispensary.com. That's codesdispensary.com.
Memphis is a love song to soul and style. With the full suite of sought-after designers, brilliant natural diamonds, an elegant bar, luxury VIP lounge, and more, a trip to our store is an experience like no other. Just like the city we love. Stop by any of our stores or visit sissyslogcabin.com and experience Sissy's for yourself. Memphis is our home, and we're your jeweler.
Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
4.9 liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a beautiful Monday. It's a faux 20 kind of Monday if you didn't notice. I think lunch should be a requirement on 420, and every single employer should have to provide lunch.
Lunch is going to become a real thing when we move through 2026.
For his
2027
employees. By the way, I don't know if anybody ever told me Blunch. I really think that's a Johnny original.
Hey, we going ain't nobody trademark nothing, man.
My wife used to always want to go to brunch.
You ain't nobody trademark that, man. You got that.
And I would always tell her, I ain't doing no brunch unless I blunch first. It's Sunday, bruh. I don't even want to get up.
That's true.
Till noon.
That's true.
It's Saturday. I don't even want to get up till noon.
She's trying to get there about 10:30, 11.
Yeah, like, dude, go get you a mimosa, girl. Just put a bottle of champagne and some orange juice in the refrigerator. I make great eggs.
For you, orange juice and a blunt for breakfast.
Yeah. Exactly. I like that mommy's juice from Whole Foods. Got like ginger and beets and kale and all kinds of stuff. That's what I'm drinking with my lunch. Get that health on. Now, you want to be healthy? I hope you do. And
that's where to live.
Tell you one thing, eating a bunch of chicken wings is probably pretty healthy for you, because those suckers were like, they had some fried ones, they had some grilled ones, they had some spicy ones, they had every type of chicken wing over the weekend. And I did want to give a shout out to Wing Fest champions. What the Cluck won first place and won the big whopping $25K. What the Cluck 2, well, 2 and 3 were first and second. They had a 1, 2, and a 3. They had 3 teams. I think their first place team was the What the Cluck 2, and then second place was What the Cluck 3.
Keep telling them they got to come with colors next time. One of them can be green and the other one can be blue or something.
Fat Side Up got third. I like the Fat Side Up.
All right, the streets want to know about Barnyard Pimps.
Man, the Barnyard Pimps just missed out. They were so close. They ended up like sixth place. They were so good. Oh, and by the way, if you didn't notice the fried chicken, that was like Gus's fried chicken, dog.
Oh, there you go.
Did you not notice that? Tom was over there. Hey, like, that's why you were like, man, I know this chicken is so delicious and spicy. Yeah. That's Gus's, bruh. But yeah, you had South Main Smokers. They got 4th place. And hold my beer and watch this.
They had a long line all day.
Yeah, they did. They were 5th. So congratulations to everybody. But man, we were out there having a fun, good weekend. And if you want to make sure that you have fun over the weekend, do me a favor. Quit relying on pills. Just go to Bluff City Health and Wellness. You can give them a call today, 901-800-7606, 901-800-7606. Why do I want to go to Bluff City Health and Wellness? Bro, try to take back control. Try to take back that confidence. You play, think about the Barry Bonds confidence, to play in that stadium and say, yeah, I can break the home run record. Yeah. Confidence.
Hitting it to the hardest side of the field to hit home.
Confidence.
No. Well, you heard Barry when they asked him what happened with him and Bob Gibson. He's gone.
Yup. And by the way, I don't know if you know this. Do you know why Barry had so much confidence? He was the first person that was given the Apex RF.
I can believe it. He got it from Stay in Contact.
Sure did, man. And if you want to go to Bluff City Health and Wellness and get the Apex RF, it's about circulation, revitalization. It only takes 15 minutes. There's zero downtime, zero side effects, no needles, no pills, just nothing but blood flowing to that place that gives you a little sensitivity. It restores natural performance, enhances your stamina, and it's great for confidence. Because dadgummit, could you imagine? You depend on a pill and you can't find a pill?
Yeah, rough day on.
That'd be a rough day. Apex RF.
We get a quick shout out to my guy Marino, Chef Marino. Introduced you to him right before we get ready to get there. My man's got his own line of seasonings called Main Street Seasonings. And we talking Maine, we're saying M-A-N-E.
That's like what Maine.
Yeah.
Memphis.
But he's representing that all the way out in Los Angeles, California doing this thing.
I love that.
Yeah, you know, so he actually came specifically for Wingfest. He didn't know that we were going to be rocking though.
That is pimp, man. We got to get him in next year before he comes on.
Next time you come to town, bro, you got to come out to us in the studio, bro.
I totally agree. Now, I got a question for the young buck, Jared. Do you know how to do you know how to go to Hardenwood?
Yeah, I've been taught.
He's been taught.
There we go.
He's also funny as hell. Tell everybody where you are on TikTok, because, bro, you funny.
My TikTok is at It Could Only Be, all together, no spaces. It Could Only Be.
Check him out. He's hilarious. I'm going to take us to Hardenwood.
This is Access Hardenwood.
James Franklin, bro.
Hey, what's wrong with Jared?
Goodness gracious,
What's up with James Franklin?
So you know that he failed at Penn State. Miserably.
What you call that, a failure?
Yeah, never beating a good team, having a preseason top 30 ranking.
Except Paterno.
I was going to say, yeah, and he did. Well, you know what is it? Nobody diddled anybody. Okay?
He won there.
Yeah, you won being a good human being. If that's our standard, like, how about let's keep monsters away from our children?
That's your mouth how we use the word diddle.
I mean, what was that crazy ass? What was his name, the asshole?
Sandusky.
Jerry Sandusky. Sick bot. Is he dead yet?
Not the Jerry Sandusky who was the play-by-play guy for the Baltimore Ravens who spells his name with the G. Not him.
Yes.
Jerry, the old bastard in State College. Perfect.
Is he dead yet?
No, he ain't dead yet.
Man, that'll be a good day. We should celebrate that day as well.
Mike McQueary probably wish he was, though.
I bet.
They tried to kill Mike just because Mike told the truth.
Yeah.
Got wrong for that, man. Shout out to Mike McQueary.
Well, James Franklin, I guess he did succeed in the fact that he doesn't have a scandal, other than the fact that he could never win. And last year was supposed to be the best team Penn State ever had, and of course it failed massively.
He came up at Virginia Tech, though.
But he left, and he went to Virginia Tech. And you're thinking to yourself, bro, we got our spring game. I'm back. You know, Hokie Nation has really lost its swagger since basically Frank Beamer and Lunch Pail and Mike Vick running around there. Like people, I told this to a kid the other day. Mike Vick played at Virginia Tech. He said I was a liar. He goes, he played for the Falcons. I said, in the NFL. And no, I'm not lying. He did. Yes, he did play for the Falcons, but he went to college at Virginia Tech. Who? I said they Hokies. You never heard of the Hokies? And he's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I was like, his boy was 17 years old, dude. I was embarrassed for him.
You know what? I discussed him off there. That sounds like some.
If he was a grown man, I'd keep talking about him and say his normal name. Because if he was 18, just a couple months from now, boy, I'm gonna roast you. Hey, you can go to jail. I can roast your ass.
Be qualified.
But you know, James Franklin, man, he's taken over the Virginia Tech program after leaving Penn State. And you know, he did a great job at Vanderbilt, where he, you know, propelled himself to Penn State. Now he's taking a step back and he's going to Virginia Tech trying to rebuild this program. So their spring game is happening this Saturday, all right? And he decides that I want to make this spring game bigger and better than any spring game they've ever had here at Virginia Tech. So guess what he did? He hired a skydiver to parachute in with the biggest American flag you've ever seen. They are like, this is the spring game, man. They got all the bells and whistles. Skydiver is coming in. American flag. America.
Before you finish, is this going to be anywhere on the level of funny if the AKA is hiring Trick Daddy?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
And, you know, again, this is his, like, they haven't run a play yet at the spring game. They're getting ready to kick off. And homie's bringing the American flag down in a football. Well, the man on the dude who was skydiving might have been a little 420'd.
What did he do?
Homie ran right into the damn scoreboard with the American flag. Dude, he's dangling from the scoreboard, bruh.
What's this? Let me find it. There's video available of this.
Oh yes, it's amazing. But yeah, it delayed the start of their spring game by guess how long? More than an hour.
I was gonna say an hour and change.
It was hour and almost 15 minutes. So they're ready to kick things off. They're doing it the right way. We got a new coach. James Franklin's here. Let's go. Got a parachuter. He's bringing in the American flag. He's bringing it on football. And then whap! Right into the scoreboard. Clip that joint. Dude was dangling upside down. Like, homie's alive, by the way. I'm not like...
He up there with the AKAs for this one. Okay,
dude.
I got a video.
You got to admit, that is one of those things where you say to yourself, like, you know...
I mean, he gliding down real smooth.
Do you have to pay him still if he fails?
You better.
You just screwed up the game for an hour and 15 minutes.
Hey, man. I don't know.
I'm just saying. Like, I expect... Like, if the parachuter came in and landed on the 50 but didn't pull the chute, you don't have to pay him.
The chute saved this man's life.
Yeah, it did. He caught the... Right. Well, the American flag got him tripped up because it hits the scoreboard. The chute comes down, grabs the corner. The American flag's dangling. He's dangling. It looked like he held onto the football, though.
Yeah, all right. He held on to the football.
Held on to the football.
We going to the next play.
I don't know, man. That just
that's
like
live, though.
That is like what, but it also just is like that. If you're a Virginia Tech fan, is that a?
I think that's a bad omen.
Like we screwed. Like Mike Vick ain't walking through that door.
Bruce Smith ain't either.
No.
D'Angelo Hall, none of them.
Oh no. So Diana Rossini, you know who she is?
That's the one who got caught up with Vrabel.
Yeah, and she had to resign. She shouldn't have had to resign, man.
I heard her husband hired a private.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say, man. Bro, you petty, dog. Just divorce her ass.
He probably was setting that up.
Yeah, but he didn't have to put it on page 6 of TMZ or whatever.
But she kind of put herself
or
on
page 6. Is that the actual website?
She kind of put herself on page 6 first by being seen.
Well,
cause they happy.
One day after she resigned from the Athletic, she had she did something great. She rescued an old man and his dog from a car crash. The day after she had to retire, after all this stuff, she still stopped at a wreck and helped an old man and his dog out the car.
She lured you at the end of the show and told you to get out there and make the world a better place.
Yes, she did. Dude was 73-year-old, man. I don't know how old the dog was, but the dog's fine too.
Save the elderly and the pet. Can't help that. That's making the world a better place.
I just want you to know now I forgive her 100%. If you want to come interview me, you're more than welcome.
I didn't ever have no smoke for her because ain't nothing that she did was proven for what the narrative suggests.
I mean, again, it ain't like, what does it matter?
Really?
She's a good reporter. And don't be mad because Mike Vrabel is a big old former NFL football player and was putting moves on your girl and probably hit a home run.
Now, what I would hope for Mike Vrabel is that if it don't get too messy on him, that he don't get one of those court cases like Steve Smith got for wrecking marriages.
Oh, gosh.
Bro, I can't even say what he want to say.
How did Did they have that back? Like, how is my girl Larsa Pippen not been hit with that one?
Oh, that's a state by state type thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, 'cause I think
every
that's
chick on Basketball Wives would be guilty too.
It's true. Very true.
I mean, damn.
In California, they just take.
I'm late for a break. He's over there giving me the sign. It looks like he's doing the chicken wing because he's kind of skinny. But I'm gonna take a quick time out.
Man, hell said James Franklin had this kind of wish.
You know what? If that dude wasn't in jail, the chicken McNugget with no arms and no legs, I bet you he could have done it. I just don't know how he pulls his chute. How would the chicken nugget pull his chute?
When we wrap up the year end of Hardwood Stores, it's gonna be a wild year, yo. Just in April, it's already wild.
We also got 3 of the best bets. I am, and by the way, you got a couple because I got 3.
I'm with the same 3 you with.
Man, let's rock and fire because we got 3 big
I probably
NBA
go play a performance
games.
though.
And I also do a little inline, and I'm going to tell you what to watch. Don't touch the dial. It's time to gamble. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Not only can you listen to your favorite shows on Sports 56, you can also watch video of the shows live on Twitter and YouTube. Watch and listen every day at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Your home is your best investment, so why not make it the best it can be with help from Gates Lumber? Start with your front door, serving 2 purposes, curb appeal and security. Gates has solid construction doors built for security, durability, and beauty. See and compare wood, steel, and fiberglass options side by side at Gates Showroom. It's easier to choose when you can see and touch real doors with real assistance from knowledgeable staff helping you choose the right door for your home and budget. So don't just replace your door, upgrade your protection, and Gates Lumber is the right choice. Family owned and operated, serving you for over 100 years with free estimates, free delivery, competitive prices, and quality products. Call 901-942-3201, go to gateslumber.com, or come by their showroom, 1253 South Bellevue Boulevard. Gates Lumber, celebrating over 100 years with a passion for craftsmanship since 1920.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys, Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Incorporated, Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roof Services. Do you know what Penny Hardaway and I have in common? We should both be in that building celebrating the best basketball players of all time. Of course, I'll have to buy a ticket to get in, but he should already be there. But seriously, we both surround ourselves with the best people we can find. We work hard to achieve our goals, and we are both among the best in our respective fields. At Fiveash, we can't win titles or get national awards, but what we can and do strive to do is give 100% of ourselves to give you the best product possible and one you can be proud of. So if you need a roof, siding, or gutters, give us a call at 901-367-0050, and we will do everything we can to provide you the best of everything. Fiveash Roofing. Fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Too many families face a widening gap between what they can afford and what they need to thrive. More than half of families in the U.S. today are one paycheck away from financial crisis. At Good 360, we deliver hope when families need it most, providing essentials like clothing, hygiene items, and household goods. Put help within reach. Learn more at good360.org.
That is one of those things, when things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
sportsdispensary.com. Check them out, Steele, Missouri. Only 60 minutes away. But I also will tell you one thing that I love more than almost anything. Y'all know I'm like a germ freak. Do y'all know that? Like, you know that, don't you, Jay?
I did know that.
You did know that?
I did.
I'm kind of I have an issue with smells, like a big issue. I do not like them. I don't like bathrooms that are gross, dirty, and stanky. And I don't feel like when I walk in, I'm going to come out with a gash. I want to feel clean. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you, if you have a business, if you're a business owner, you might want to pay attention. Because I'm going to give you some money to gamble and pay everybody you need to. But I'm going to tell you how to protect what matters the most. EnviroMaster. Their services are ridiculous and they pay for themselves. EnviroMaster is a health and safety company, okay? They provide complete disease control, disease prevention, odor control programs for commercial properties, for restrooms, for restaurants. They got things where they take care of drains. They do everything. They got pressure washing power systems. I'm just telling you, don't take a chance. Let EnviroMaster kill the germs that kill your business. Seriously, if you nasty, ain't coming, bro. Right now, EnviroMaster is already protecting over 300 Memphis area customers. So let EnviroMaster protect your business. Call 901-500-5361. That's 901-500-5361. Reach out to my guy, Dennis. He's the manager over there. Weekends they work. All the time they work. Anything going down, they got you covered. You can also check them out at online at enviro-master.com. Got to make that money, man. Got to make that money, man. I am so fired up because on 420, it's time to sit back, relax, smoke us a little blunt, and watch a lot of basketball. First game, Toronto and Cleveland. All right, now just got to say, I like the under for one specific reason. Do you realize both teams shot almost like the Cavs were 16 of 32 from the 3-point line? The damn Raptors were 13 for 27 at 48%. Both teams shot 54% from the field. They both took over 28 free throws. 35 for the Raptors. They ain't getting 35 free throws, the Raptors, this time. I'm taking Cleveland. I'm laying the points, and I'm also going under 222.5. I mean, you had a 66-point first quarter and a 66-point fourth.
Yeah. Everything that you just said with that, I'm riding with you.
What you said?
I got Anthony Edwards on the late game, 36.5 on points total, points, rebounds, and assists. Go over on that. I got Jokic getting the triple-double, and I got Jamal Murray going for 3 threes.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Do you think there's any chance that the Hawks can shoot their way out of this game, or do you think they can?
They can.
This is the game to lay back.
Mikal didn't play well the other day. He's got to play better tonight. CJ's got to get back to being CJ, and Jalen Johnson has to lay his imprint down.
I'm leaning Nuggets as well, and also going under. Nuggets, I'm laying 6.5 and taking the under. Edwards looks healthy and aggressive, but the Wolves can't steal nothing. That's my time, boys and girls. Enjoy 420.
Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Available locally on your radio dial as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, it's easy to stay tuned to Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Unlock your new go-to spot, Codes Dispensary in Steele, Missouri, just over an hour from Memphis. When you're